Want to learn Chinese animal names and remember how to write them forever? Today we're going to learn 9 animal characters with some stories, and you need to stick around to the end because we also have a bonus one. We're going to give you some stories, some example sentences, and we'll even teach you the counter words in Chinese. Yep, there are counter words, and that's a topic of a different video, but you will use them when you count the animals. Let's get started. Who am I? If this is your first time, I'm Darren. I'm a traveling polyglot, and I like to travel and learn languages. I've spent a lot of time learning Chinese, and I can help you to improve your Chinese. Today, you're going to improve your Chinese by learning about different animals. You can tell your friends you're terrified of tigers or that you like cats, and you're going to learn how to write all the characters. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. We're going to talk about man's best friend first. Yeah, that would be a dog. In Chinese is go with a third tone, a dipping tone. If you want to learn about tones, you can watch my video where I talk about tones in Chinese. But let's talk about go or dogs. So animals, they have the animal radical, looks like an animal, and the Chinese character for dog, go, has the animal radical. Then it has the word ju sentence. You can think of a dog as one of your furry friends. Yet that radical appears in many animals. Writing a sentence, ju, the dog with its paws, writing on the computer. And say, 我有一只狗 means I have a dog. Yes, the counter word for small animals is zhi. It's a level tone, zhi, first tone. Let's move on to the next very cute and furry and fluffy animal. That would be a cat, Mao, or Maomi. Maomi is the long term. Chinese people just say Mao. And again, you see the same radical. Your furry friend animal, the inside is meow or seedling. So you can think of it as a cat guarding a plant. It is mine, 我的. That's what the cat is saying. And you can say 这只猫很聪明. 聪明 means very smart. Yes, cats, they are very smart. If you're a cat person, let me know in the comments below. 我喜欢猫. I like cats. Next one is tiger, 虎. It is a dipping tone, 虎. You can think of the tiger roaring. Tigers in China mean power. And the character looks a bit like the tiger stripes. You can think of it like that. Top is its head. The bottom part is its legs. And the middle has a body. So Chinese people say Lao Hu. Lao means old, but it's just what they call the tiger. Lao Hu, an old tiger. But you can think of it as a big tiger or a great tiger. Same word that's in teacher, Lao Shi, something very great. When you say 老虎很大, da means big. And yes, tigers, they are very big. And just like dogs and cats, the counter word is 只, even though it's a big animal. So the next one is our banana eating friend. Yeah, monkeys. Monkeys are also very cute. Monkey in Chinese is 猴子. And again, you'll see the same radical on the left side, the animal radical. And the right side, ho, it means nobility. It's also a second tone. Monkey is also a second tone. 猴子喜欢吃香蕉. Monkeys like bananas. And surprise, if you guessed what the counter word is, if you guessed you would be correct. Say 一只猴子, one monkey. Same like the other ones. Next we have our swimming friends. Fish. Fish, they swim very well. And it's also a second tone. 鱼. And the character is shaped a bit like a fin and tails. Yeah, it looks a bit like a fish. The middle part is tian, but you can think of it as the scales. Tian is actually a field. The line at the bottom, it refers to things in the water. You can think of it as its tail, right? And then we have yu. It's a fish. If you thought that the counter word is zhi, well, I'm sorry to say, but fish are long and they are skinny and wiggly. So you have to say tiao. Tiao is also a second tone. Things say 一条鱼, one fish. Tiao is for long wiggly things. Things like roads. And yes, roads are very wiggly. And noodles like mian tiao. If you have traveled around in Southeast Asia, you probably know the word kuei tiao. Kuei tiao comes from Chinese. Guo tiao. Tiao is long and wiggly things in Chinese. It's a counter word and also appears in the word noodle, mian tiao. And maybe you can think of fish noodles, noodles with fish on them. Sounds very delicious. On how cheer. Next one, also a second tone, xiong. Xiong means bear. Bears, they are very strong also, and they have ability. Like in fish, we don't see the animal radical, but instead we see the word nang. Nang means ability. And at the bottom has the 4 little dots. You can think of it as like a fire. So you can think of the bear grilling marshmallows. Probably see that in cartoons or in some sort of videos. I'm sure you can see something like that. But you can think of it, the bear is grilling marshmallows. Bears also like honey. Bears are in the forest. 熊在森林里. They are in the forest. 森林 is a forest. And if you see those characters, sun is 3 trees and lin is 2 trees, meaning a lot of trees. That's a forest. That would be sunlin. And yes, now we can come back to the word zhi for the counter word. 一只熊, 1 bear. 一只大熊, 1 big bear. Now let's go on to another interesting animal. It's going to be a camel. Camel is lo tuo. Lo is a 4th tone. Lo tuo. And you can see the character in there for horse. Horse is part of tuo. Yeah, camels are kind of like horses. They are big. They have humps on them. And they store lots of water. We have the word lo. Lo is a falling tone, a 4th tone, and it has the character for each in it. Gu also has, as I said, the character for horse, and tuo has the character for ta, it. You can think of the camel, kind of like a horse. They have similar purposes, though they're different animals. Lo tuo is a horse with each hump, gu, doing its thing, ta, in the desert. So that's a good way to remember it. We could say 骆驼喜欢沙漠. 沙漠 is a desert. It's a good way to remember it. Now you're saying, I can say 一只骆驼. No, that would be wrong. The counter word is feng. Feng is like a peak, for the camel's hump. 一峰骆驼, 1 camel. So let's go on to another very famous one. Famous one is elephant, 大象. They are 4 tones. Yes, da, it means big. Elephants, they are quite big. And xiang, it means the elephant. It is a character for elephant. And you can see part of it has that animal part, that animal radical. We can say da xiang hen da. Elephants are big. With big animals, we use the counter word toe. Toe means head, your head, toe. So you remember, san tou da xiang, 3 elephants. And yeah, you're counting their heads because they're so big. That's how you remember that. We're going to talk about chickens. Ji. Ji is a chicken. When you look at the first part of the character, you have the word yo again. And you have meow, bird. Yeah, but chickens are birds. The character for meow is part of the character ji. So you can see in Chinese characters, there's a lot of logic and description. Yeah, so you can think about it. It's a bird that you eat again and again. That's a good way to remember it. Ji zai nong chang. Nongchang is a farm. If you said that the counter word is toe, well, it's not very big, and their heads are hard to count, so you have to come back to a jir. I think say ji, that is 1 chicken. And if you are still watching this video, I have a bonus for you. Of course, we're going to give you the bonus, is the famous one from China, a panda. And you already know the 2 characters for panda. Pandas are bear cats. That's what they call them. 熊猫. 熊猫 is a panda. And they are very cute. 熊猫很可爱. Pandas are very cute. That is your bonus for sticking around. So there you have it. Today we have learned 9 animals plus a bonus. So that's actually 10 animals. And we learned their characters and their counters. So drop a comment and tell me what is your favorite animal and what did you learn today. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe to the channel, more people can learn about the animals, about our cute and furry friends in Chinese, and they can improve their Chinese just like you. So don't forget to keep practicing. 加油! See you in the next video.